vistāraḥ sthāvara sthāṇuḥ pramāṇaṃ bījamavyayam arthō'narthō mahākōśō mahābhōgō mahādhanaḥ.
Vistāraḥ. Vistara means very, very expansive, that which extends. Anything when it extends, we always say, does it have a limit? Up till here it has extended. Beyond this, it has not extended. Here in the case of Bhagavan, there is no limit at all. So he has extended and extended and extended himself. How much has he extended? Infinite. Up to the infinite. And infinite is something which we cannot measure. So that is why he is also called as Vishnu. Vishnu means one who pervades everything. So everything is in him. All are included in him. Nothing is excluded. If all have to be included in him, all the worlds with whatever is there, everything has to be included in him. Obviously he must be of vast extension. Very expansive he must be. That is the meaning of vistāraḥ. Sthāvara sthāṇuḥ. That sthāṇuḥ we had already done. It had come in the 4th shloka. Sthāvara sthāṇuḥ. Sthāvara actually means inert. Inert means it never moves. Firm it is. The mountains are firm. Inert we say. Inert, insentient things and dynamic, sentient beings we say. So sthāvara actually means that which is inert. Inert in the sense it doesn't move. Why? It is placed very firmly. It is well rooted. So that's the meaning of sthāvara. Sthāvara. Sthāṇuḥ means again motionless. So Bhagavan, though he is all pervading everywhere, the moment we use the word all pervading, it feels like, it looks like he is here. He must be running around everywhere. He is not running around everywhere over there. He is the one who is firm and he is motionless. He doesn't move at all. Why is he firm? Because everywhere he is. He is fixed up everywhere. So wherever we go, he is there at the center. And is he there now and he wasn't there earlier, or will he choose to not exist in the future? No, he is going to be there always. So he was, he is, and he is going to continue to be in the future also. Therefore we say firm, fixed. He never ever moves. And sthāṇuḥ means motionless. When we are all finite beings, we are in a particular place in this particular time, and at the same time we are not there, maybe near the main door or somewhere else. So from where we are, we can move to where we are not. But then when Bhagavan is all pervading, from where to where will he move? He is here and he is there at one and the same time. It's not that he is here now and later on he will be there. Then we can say he has moved from point A to point B, place A to place B. But Bhagavan is equally available at all times in all places. Therefore, to indicate that to us, our acharyas use the word sthāṇuḥ, motionless. He never ever moves. He never ever moves means there is no place for him to move within himself. He is already there where he wants to move to. So in that sense, he does not move. Dasura has written a very nice song. Elli nodidaru alli. Krishna, Pillangoviya Chelva Krishna. Wherever you see, he is there. He is there in the midst of the Gopas. He is there in the midst of the Gopis. He is there in Arjuna's chariot. He is in every Gopi's house. Where is he not? Why? At one and the same time. In Bhagavad, there is a very beautiful story which comes. Narada wants to, he wants to, because Krishna has got 16,008 wives, we are told. Each one of them was living in a separate palace. 16,008 is a big number. So obviously, if Krishna is with one wife, he is not with the other 16,008 of them. So, sorry, 16,007 of them. So Narada wants to see how is Krishna going to manage all these wives, these 16,008. How is he going to manage? It must be very difficult for him. To manage one is difficult, to manage two is of course going to be difficult. He is managing 16,008. So Narada is very curious. He wants to know what is exactly happening in Dwaraka. He comes down. Krishna knows that Narada has come to test him. So he smiles. So first Narada goes to Rukmini's house, foremost amongst all the queens. Sure enough, Krishna is there. So Narada is very happy. Okay, Krishna is there in Rukmini's palace. Obviously, he is not in any of the other palaces. So all of them must be displeased. Why? Because Krishna is not with them and Krishna is over here in Rukmini's palace. So when Narada comes, Krishna receives him because guest has come, Atithi has come. He receives him, both of them, Krishna and Rukmini, as per the custom, they greet him, they make him sit in an asana over there, and then they talk to him, everything. And then, but Narada is in a great hurry. Why? He just immediately wants to leave Rukmini's palace and go to Satyabhama's palace, because he's sure Krishna is not over there. So he very quickly takes leave of Krishna. Krishna says, what is the hurry? No, I have to go, he says. So he takes leave of Krishna and Rukmini and almost rushes to Satyabhama's palace. And what does he find over there? Wonder of wonders. Krishna is already there. Not that Krishna ran behind Narada and overtook him and then went into Satyabhama's house. It looks like he was already there. So Satyabhama and Krishna are already there. Again they receive Narada. Narada is astonished. So again they greet him. They pay their respects as it should be to a guest, a Brahmana guest, a rishi he is. So again now Narada wants to run away from there also, and maybe now he is not there in the other queen's house, a palace. So he takes leave of Krishna and Satyabhama and rushes to the other queen's house. Like this he goes from palace to palace, palace to palace, and he covers all the 16,008 palaces. There's one whole chapter for this in the Bhagavad. Everywhere, wherever he goes, he finds Krishna over there. And it looks like Krishna is already there. Not that Krishna came because he knew Narada has come to test him. It looks like already Krishna was there, well settled in that particular palace. Then he realizes Lord is all pervading. And also Lord knows everything. Antaryami he is. So he knows why Narada has come over there. And everywhere in all the palaces, almost simultaneously. Because Narada can just go from here to there. He doesn't need a vehicle to move from one palace to another. Sankalpa Matrina. He wills, if he wills that he must go from Rukmini's palace to Satyabhama's palace, in a fraction of a second he is there. So like that he sees Krishna in every palace over there. And why should this chapter have been included? What is the message for us? One thing is Narada wanted to test. And the message for us is Bhagavan is all pervading. And another message for us is in every palace wherein Krishna is with one of his wives, some activity has been listed out for us in the Bhagavad. An activity of a normal householder. So therefore, in and through this little incidents, which is so beautiful, we come to know what we should be doing as a householder. Because Krishna, there is a grihastha. So like that, where to where will he move? Bhagavan is everywhere at one and the same time, in all places. Therefore, he is sthāṇuḥ, motionless he is. Sthāvara, sthāṇuḥ. Everywhere he is well established. And therefore, there is no place, absolutely no place where he is not. And therefore, from where to where will he go? He is already there in the puja room. He is already there in the hall. He is already there in our kitchen. He is already there in the at the main door. So, from where to where will he go? He is there everywhere. And in between also he is there. So, sthāvara, sthāṇuḥ, these are all the glories of Bhagavan. Not just the word meaning, but if we reflect on it and do our manana on it, we will come to know what exactly that the essence of whom we are invoking will get registered in us. sthāvara, sthāṇuḥ, pramāṇaṃ. Pramāṇa means proof. So any statement that is made, always we want a proof for it. In the mathematics class, especially in geometry and all, we have proof. So one statement will be given to us, and then the teacher will very beautifully, step by step, it has to be proved. Whatever the statement is telling us over there, it should be proved. Simply we cannot just aid in and accept it. So therefore the statement will be either a statement, or a theorem will be there, or a law will be there, and afterward we need to prove it. We need proof for it. So therefore, step by step, very, very logically, the steps are given to us. And then finally, whatever is the statement right in the beginning, it will be proved. Proof will be there. In and through the exercise, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, we have enough of detail, enough of information, which will help, which will be a proof of the statement which was done in the beginning. Authenticity over there. Therefore, we say, yes, this is correct, this is right. Why? Proof is there for it. Similarly, over here, Bhagavan is supposed to have created all the worlds. So many lokas are there. We will take our own Martya Loka over here, our mortal plane of existence. Things are there, beings are there. We want proof of who is the one who created it. Is there something beyond what we are seeing? We want proof for that. Bhagavan says, I am the very proof behind everything. If I am not there, nothing exists. So whenever we look out into the world outside, gross things are there, beings are there. Or whenever we look within of ourselves, mind is there with its emotions, intellect is there with its thoughts, ideas, ideologies. We want proof of all these things. Who is there? Who is it that is helping us to, first of all, the very fact that we are all existing. There must be something lending us existence, and therefore we are existing. What is the proof that we are? Simple. If somebody asks us, are you alive? We'll say, what are you talking? What a question to ask. You're asking me, am I alive? Of course I am alive. What is the proof that you are alive? Simple question. What is the proof that we are alive? Who told us that we are alive? Somebody can, for argument's sake, say, no, you are not existent. Whereas we say, of course I exist. What is the proof that the tree is there existing? It's there in front of us, but does it really exist? The mirage waters are there, but does it really exist? The sky is blue. Does it really exist? We want proof for all those things. So therefore, Bhagavan says your very existence is supported by my existence. Do you want proof more than that? He said. In fact, everything that is there, gross and subtle, whether we can see or whether we cannot see. For us, seeing is believing. There are many things beyond our seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching. So there are so many things gross. There are more than that of subtle. All of them are supported by a factor, which is called as Paramatma. So therefore, what is the proof that this is there? The proof, Bhagavan says, is me. Without me, nothing exists. In the 7th chapter of the Gita, 7th Sloka, he says, Matta parataram na anyat. Other than me, Arjuna, there is nothing. Kinchit. Kinchit means even a little bit. If we can, take a droplet of water and then split it up into small little particles, the minutest drop of water, which we probably can't even see. Or if we can take a grain of sand and crush it and make it into small dust particles, which we can't even see, dust particles, very small they are. Almost subtle. Everything, Kinchit, Bhagavan says, nothing exists other than me. I support everything. You want proof? I am there, he said. So the very fact that the dust particles are there is enough proof for us that he is there. The very fact that he is there, the fact that the stone is there, or a huge piece of rock is there, or a mountain is there, is enough proof that he is there. He is the one who supports the rock. He is the one who supports the stone. He is the one who supports the grain of sand. He is the one who supports the mountains, a drop of water, a lake, rivers, ocean. Without him, if we just remove that Paramatma Tattva from anything or any being, it just disappears. It just collapses. So whether we can recognize it or not, whether we can experience it or not is a different matter. But the very fact that something is there means he is there. So our own equipment, the body is functioning. First of all, it is alive, it is available for us. Why is it available for us? For our activities, good or bad activities, it doesn't matter. He is there. Without him, the entire body will just collapse. Our mind has got such beautiful emotions. Good ones are there, bad emotions are also there. But the very fact that these emotions we are able to feel them within us is because the Lord is there just behind the mind, just behind the emotions. He exists and lends his existence to all of them. Therefore, what more proof do we want other than this? He says, I am there and therefore your emotions are there. If I am not there, everything becomes zero, null and void it becomes. Our ideas, our thoughts, our value system, ideologies, information, data, intellect, I support, he said. And therefore we are able to know whatever we know. And we are able to know also what we do not know. Both are being supported by him. Our area of knowledge also is supported by him. Our area of ignorance is also supported by him. Who supports? He supports it all. Without him, nothing will function. So do we need more proof than this? He is the underlying principle behind everything. He is there and therefore everything is there. He is there and therefore every being is there. And then comes after the activities, etc. But minus him, everything will just collapse. So do we need more proof than this? That very beautiful sentence, God is nowhere, which the grandfather wrote on the wall because he was an atheist, Nastika. He never believed in God. So God is nowhere. What is the proof for that? He said, I have written it. I don't believe he is there and therefore I have written God is nowhere. His grandson read it as God is, and that big word nowhere, he split it up into two, now here. So God is now here. Proof. In the very denial of Bhagavan, proof was there that he was there, that he is there. In God is nowhere, God is now here is there, embedded in it. We don't even need to go up to the word nowhere or now here. God is. So God is nowhere, God is now here. If we leave that nowhere and now here, God is. Bhagavan said that itself is the proof for you, he says. So we can extend it to everything. He is the ultimate, essential, eternal factor, reality, subtlemost, which gives authority to everything, which gives validity to everything, which gives authenticity to everything. Everything becomes very, very clear to us. Why? Because he is there. So what more proof do he is the proof behind everything. What more beyond that? Therefore, pramāṇaṃ, he is the proof. Anything is existing, he is there behind it. Proof is there. Anything, any being is existing and alive, he is the proof for it. And next comes all the activity. All that we are able to do physically, mentally and intellectually is because he is there. What more proof do we need? Ramana Maharshi, there was a devotee who asked him, I want you to show God to me. Prove that God exists. Can you, sir, please show me God? He said, I can show you, but you should be able to see him, experience him. The devotee said, no, sir, you show me God. I think I'll be able to manage and understand. So Ramana Maharshi, the great saint, who was there in Tiruvannamalai, he moved one of his finger. He just moved it. And he said, now did you see God? The devotee said, sir, you told me you will see God, you will show me God, but you just moved one of your fingers. That's all I saw. I never saw God. So he said, see, I told you, I will show you God, but you will not be able to see Him. You will not be able to comprehend Him and apprehend Him. And then he explained to him the very fact, what is the finger made up of? He said it's made up of bone and muscle and fat and then blood, etc. There is skin, inner skin, outer skin. Are they all alive? Or they belong to the realm of matter? They all belong to the realm of matter. Is matter dynamic by itself or is it inert? It is inert. Then he said, you saw this little piece of matter, sheer inert matter called the finger, moving. Wonder of wonders. How did it move? Because Bhagavan is there. Proof. So if we want proof of Bhagavan, we are breathing in and breathing out. That is enough proof. Anything that we are doing, we are closing our eyelids and opening it. It's happening. Proof of Bhagavan in us. What more do we want? We are able to move the small 1/1,000,000th of a millimeter. If we are able to move, that is enough proof for us that He is there. Because without Him, nothing will move. 1/1,000,000th of a millimeter also nothing can move if He is not there. He lends His dynamism to inert things, to inert matter, and therefore matter starts to move. So Ramana Maharshi then told him, this finger which is made up of inert matter was able to move. It cannot move by itself. Therefore something must be there in it which made it move. Who is that? That is Bhagavan. Now you have the proof right in front of you because you saw the finger moving. So in and through all our activities, whether gross activities or our subtle activities, whether we are performing with our hands, we are walking with our feet, we are able to breathe in and breathe out, we are talking, we are seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, we are receiving and responding, we are feeling inside with the help of our mind, we are thinking with the help of our intellect, understanding, retaining it in our mind. Whatever it is, everything is happening only because there is some mysterious presence in all of us. That mysterious, unknown, right now unknown to us, presence is Paramatma. We can call Him by any name that we want. But the very fact that we are able to do whatever we are doing, and everything is able to do whatever it is doing. You will say, what about the chair and what about the table? The chair exists because of Bhagavan in the chair. If we remove Bhagavan from the chair will not exist in front of us. It's wood. Nama Rupa Guna, it is called chair because of its form. Then we have given it a name, its qualities. All those things come later. But the very fact is the chair exists, the table exists, the tree exists, the mountains exist, the plants and the animals exist, and we all exist. So the very fact that we are existing, are you alive? Yes, I am alive. Show me proof. For all pensioners, they ask for the life certificate. So we have to write over there that yes, I am alive. Only then the pension, next month's pension will be released. It's simple. They are asking us, are you living? Of course we are living. Who told us that we are living? How do we know that we are alive? Bhagavan is there in us, proof over there. Because of Him we are alive. Aliveness is there, and therefore we open our mouth and say yes, we are alive. So pramāṇaṃ, that can be extended to everything. External, internal, gross, subtle, universal to individual, macro to micro, we can explain it out. So pramāṇaṃ, bījamavyayam. Bija means seed. Avyaya means immutable, indestructible, imperishable, eternal. Avyaya, we have already gone through the meaning. Bija means seed. In the seed is the entire possibility of a tree. When we see a small seed, we do not know what all is included in it. It's so small. How can a huge tree be inside that? A child will ask. But the possibility of such a big tree, sometimes big trees have smaller seeds. So entire possibility of a huge tree, a huge trunk, its branches, sub-branches, leaves, fruits, flowers, etc. All the potential is there in that small little seed. So small it is. We will not even know what will sprout out of it. Such a huge tree can sprout out of it. So we say seed is the karana or the cause, and the tree is the karya, the effect. So the effect called the tree is there in front of us, its cause is the seed. Similarly for all of us, there is a huge world of things and beings, which includes us also. So it's an effect, karya. What must be the cause of all this? We all have a cause, because of which we are all there. What was our cause? Our parents. Similarly, for this entire world of things and beings, we have to include all the 14 worlds over here. Cosmic level, universal level, macro level. If all of this is an effect, a karya, then there must be some karana for it. There must be a cause, because without a cause, we cannot have an effect. Science. Without a cause, we can never have an effect. If there is smoke that we are seeing, it can't just be smoke coming out like that. The smoke is the effect, the cause is the fire. We may be able to see the fire, or we may not be able to see the fire. But when we see smoke, we know, yes, there is fire somewhere. Cause-effect relationship will always be there. So if an effect is what we are seeing, sure, there must be a cause. So all of these worlds put together, there must be some cause for it. Who is the cause? Bhagavan says, I am the cause for it all. I am the seed, he says. Why? The seed contains all potentiality of such a big, huge tree. Similarly, in him is everything hidden, we can say. It's all unmanifest in him. If he chooses to, he can manifest everything. He just brings everything into manifestation. What all was there within him, we can't even comprehend and apprehend. Infinite are the possibilities. Infinite are the potentials. Has he got any size? We do not know. He's smaller than the smallest. Why? Because he's sitting inside us also. In every cell he is there. Our cells we can't even see. We need a microscope for it. In the cell if he is there, that means he is small. In the God particle if he is there, he must be very, very small. So he is smaller than the smallest. But everything is there embedded in him. Therefore he must be larger than the largest. It's only for him that opposite qualities align themselves. In him they align, and they align very beautifully. In all of us they will never align. Opposites can never come together. Either we are short or we are tall. We can't be both short and tall. Either we are fat or we are thin. We can't be both fat and thin. We can't be rich and poor. I'm just giving an example. Either this will apply to us, or the other opposite will apply to us. Either we are weak or we are strong. Of course, there are variations there. All tadviruddha lakshanas, opposite qualities, very beautifully align them. They merge over there, and they very harmoniously they come and merge into the Lord. So all possibilities are there in him. So therefore he is the bija, therefore smaller than the smallest, at one and the same time larger than the largest. He is nearer than the nearest to us. At the same time he is farther than the farthest for us. He is lighter than the lightest, because small, but he is heavier than the heaviest. Why? Because all the worlds are in him. How heavy he must be. So tadviruddha lakshanas, opposites, all very beautifully merge into him. They flow into him very beautifully. So bija, seed means the cause. He is the cause for everything gross and subtle. And in the case of a tree, we know when the sprout comes out, slowly when it starts to grow, the seed disappears. It goes into, it won't be there at all. So seed was, now seed is not there. Bhagavan is not like that. When the worlds come out of him, will he go off into non-existence? No, he will not go into non-existence at all. Why? He is immutable. Never ever is there a change in him. When the worlds he projects, is he going to become lesser? No, he doesn't become lesser at all. Is he going to become more? No, he won't become more also. He is just what he is. He doesn't become less because something has come out of him. Neither he becomes more because something got added on to him. That's the meaning of Purnamada Purnamidam. This is also full, that is also full. From the full, if we take out anything, still it is full. To the full, if we add something, still it is full. Full minus something is also full. Full plus something is also full, and to the same extent full. That is called infinitude. In mathematics, we treat it like a number. Infinity is a number. Infinity is not a number. Infinitude, it is state. It represents what? It represents the God state of consciousness for us. That's where mathematics and philosophy come together. They come very close to each other. So therefore, avyaya means immutable, indestructible, imperishable. He is the eternal, changeless, ancient. He was, is, and shall continue to be. Anything can come out of him, still he is as he is. Anything can get added on to him, still he is as he is. Absolutely no change. No change. So he is the changeless bija. Bija means cause. So from him everything came out. He is the cause. What was his cause? He is the uncaused cause. Karanarahita karana he is. For him there is no cause at all. He is the uncaused cause for everything. So bījamavyayam artha. Artha has many meanings. One meaning is assets, wealth. Artha. All wealth put together. Wealth doesn't only mean bank balance, immovable property, movable property. It doesn't mean only that wealth. All wealth put together. Knowledge is wealth, character is wealth, strength is wealth, power is wealth. Everything is wealth. Knowledge is wealth. Ashtalakshmis we have. Everything is wealth. Food is wealth. Of course, wealth also is wealth. Health is wealth. So Bhagavan himself is Artha. So we have to extend it and expand it so that all possibilities we are able to understand. The mind really has to expand to understand what all aspects of wealth are included over here. Every aspect is included, nothing is excluded. Bhagavan is that Artha. He is the wealth. Why? Shri is there with him. Oh, is it only Vishnu? What about Shiva? Shiva is, Parvati is his Shri. So whether it is Vishnu or whether it is Shiva, they just name different names for Paramatma. So Artha means all wealth is he. If all wealth is he, then he alone can give to us whatever we want also. Because if somebody asks us for anything, we should have that to give it to them. Can you give me 100 rupees? We should have it to give it to them. That is why Dasaru says, Padidare ninnanne paduve, bedidare ninnanne beduve. If I have to ask, I won't go to anybody else and ask them. Begging. I will only beg of you. Why? Because you are the one who has got everything. You are the one who has got everything. If I go to somebody else, they may not be able to give me what I want. But sure, I know that you have everything with you. All possibilities, all aspects of wealth are with you. Artha. Another meaning for Artha is to reach out to. Vidyarthi. One who is desiring for, longing for knowledge. So Artha over here also means one who is worshipped, one who is invoked, one with whom we are trying to connect with. Whom should we connect with? Whom should we worship? Bhagavan. Why? He is the one who can give everything to us. Padidare ninnanne paduve. Padidare means singing. It means I worship only you. I am going to only invoke you. Why? You are the only one fit to be invoked. You are the only one fit to be worshipped. Because we know you are the only one who can really take care of us unconditionally. Everybody else will put a condition to us. But you are the one who will unconditionally help me in all aspects. The range is vast. So artha therefore also means one who is invoked by everyone. The Annamacharya also has written a beautiful song or a kirtan. Having been born as a human being, why do you run after another human being? He said, Manujadai putti Manujuni sevinchi. After having been born as a human being, in Telugu is written, being born as a human being, why do you go and do seva to another human being? It doesn't mean we should not serve anybody. It means why do you go to somebody else for this and for that? You are wasting your time. Go to him who will fulfill all your wishes. If we reach out to him, that's enough. Everything will get taken care of. Why? He has promised us, yogakshémam vahamyaham. Your yoga and your kshema become my responsibility, provided we are devoted to him and we have completely surrendered onto him. So artha, two meanings over there. Anartha, is there anything that he is lacking in? Artha, anartha means opposite of that. Is there any wealth, any aspect of wealth which he is lacking in, which he doesn't have? Supposing I ask Bhagavan this, maybe he can't give it to me. Why? He doesn't have it. Anartha, everything he has got. And how much of it has he got? In plenty. Supposing I go and ask him and he is able to give me, she also goes and asks, will he be able to give her also? All people, all the worlds he can take care of. That much he has got with him. What is he lacking in? He doesn't lack in anything at all. Adu Dasaro has written a very beautiful Devarnama. ಈ ಪರಿಯ ಸೊಬಗು ಇನ್ಯಾವ ದೇವರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾ ಕಾಣೆ ಗೋಪಿ ಜನಪ್ರಿಯ ಗೋಪಾಲನಿಗಲ್ಲದೆ. This glory I don't see in any other Lord except in Krishna. We should not again restrict it only to Krishna. It applies to all our deities, because all our deities are nothing but the one truth, which to whom we are giving different names, different form, different characteristics, and we have woven different stories around them. That's all. So no deity is superior, no deity is inferior. Because we are doing Vishnu Sahasranama, we are associating it with Narayana and Vishnu. That's all. So anartha, ee pariya swabhav, nothing is there which he is lacking in, and he takes up. Pavanatvadi node amaraganga janaka. If we come to the factor called purity, is he pure? Can he give me purity, inner purity? If I ask him, please clean up my mind, Lord, it's full of garbage inside, clutter is too much, can you purify it? Amaraganga janaka. Mother Ganga, Ganges, is supposed to wash away all our sins and make us pure. You are the one who is the father of Ganga. The one who purifies all the three worlds, you are the father of her. So no lacking over there at all. Lavanyadali node lokamohakanaya. If it comes to beauty, that beauty is also wealth. So when it comes to beauty, is he lacking in it? Lokamohakanaya. He is the one who can captivate everything and every being. When human beings are beautiful, only other human beings will see. That too for some time. Once the beautiful person grows old, we know what happens to beauty. Here is a person called Krishna. We are told when he was in the roaming around in Vrindavan, the Yamuna river, water, the plant, the creepers, the squirrels, the monkeys, the peacocks, the trees, all of them were captivated by his beauty. Of course human beings also, Gopas and the Gopis, and even the Devatas. We are told even the clouds would not want to move away from where he is. Why? Let us remain on top of him like an umbrella and keep on looking at him because he is so beautiful. It comes in the Bhagavad. So anartha means, is he lacking in anything? Nothing is lacking. Again, this is a very beautiful, lovely incident. That's why we're unable to move forward quickly. Anartha, is he lacking in anything? The milk ocean, Kshiramudra was churned. We know it was churned for Amrita, because the devatas were all weak, and then I won't go into the details of the story. And so they went to Bhagavan. So the Rakshasas were more powerful, and therefore the devatas went to Vishnu, and he said, you need to bring out the Amrita from the ocean, from the milk ocean, and if you partake of that, yes, you will regain back your strength, and then you can defeat all the Rakshasas. But the job is very difficult. It's not easy to churn the milk ocean. So you need to take the help of even the Asuras. So make friends with them. Again, there are lessons for all of us over here. So make friends with them. Ask them also to join. So the Devatas and the Asuras came together, and then the Mandara mountain, huge mountain, was placed as the churning rod in the Kshira Samudra, milk ocean. Huge mountain. How did it come? Garuda brought it. They couldn't lift it up. Then Bhagavan had to help. And then he placed it on Garuda and brought it and placed it in the ocean. Vasuki became the churning rope, and then they started to churn. The poison came out first. Lord Shiva handled it. And then afterwards many beautiful things came out of the milk ocean. And then finally we are told, before the Amrita can come, Lakshmi came. Goddess Lakshmi came. Young. That's why she is called as the daughter of the ocean. She came, so beautiful she was, because she represents plentifulness, she represents prosperity, she represents beauty for all of us. She is an incarnation and embodiment of all this. So when she came, everybody was stunned. So they all, after that, the Bhagavad again gives all the details over there. They received her. Somebody brought the throne for her. Somebody made her sit over there. They did Abhisheka to her. They praised her, glorified her, gave gifts to her. The Devatas, they gave gifts to her. And then finally she wanted to find a life partner for herself. She's come out from the milk ocean. So she had a lovely garland, we are told, in her hand. And she is going to place it on the neck of whomever she chooses. Swayamvara. She is going to choose who is going to be her life partner, life companion. Every Devata was looking towards her. I wish she chooses me. I wish she chooses me. Why? If she chooses him, then he will have nothing to, he will not lack anything at all. Why? Lakshmi is there. Everything will get taken care of when Lakshmi enters the house. So all the Devatas were waiting and longing for her to put the mala around their neck. She also went, slowly walked past everybody, looking at everybody, and she found nobody seems to be satisfied. Nobody seems to have that sense of contentment and fulfillment. Trupti is not there at all in them. They all look like they are craving for something, longing for something, which means they are unfulfilled. They don't have a sense of fulfillment. They don't have a sense of contentment. Therefore, they are lacking, and therefore they hope that with Lakshmi entering into their life, they will become full. She was not like that. She wanted somebody who was not lacking in anything, including not lacking in her, lacking her. Means somebody who doesn't even want Lakshmi. So she looked around and she saw Mahavishnu there, totally indifferent. The beautiful story which comes in the Bhagavad again. We can say almost he is turned that way, a dramatization. Not at all bothered, utterly indifferent, udasina. She looked. Everybody is wanting me and longing for me. Look at this one person who is so totally disconnected. Look at the dispassion he has towards me. He doesn't even want me. He is not even looking towards me. He is not longing for me and craving for me, which means he must be absolutely contented. He must be absolutely fulfilled within himself. Anartha. How much he must be contented within himself and satisfied and fulfilled within himself that he doesn't even choose to just even glance at Lakshmi. She said, that's the right person for me. I want such a person in my life, she said. Why? He alone is Bhagavan. The word Bhagavan is not, it's a title given. We say Bhagavan for gods. What does Bhagavan mean? Bhaga means glory. One who has got 6 glories, 6 aspects with himself. Bhagavati we say if it is feminine. So one who has got 6 factors totally fulfilled in the person, not to small quantities, not finite, infinite measure. Such a person is called Bhagavan. What are those 6 aspects? Lordliness, Ishwaratva. Look at the way Bhagavan was standing over there, not bothered about anything. And he was the one who was helping out the entire churning of the ocean. Without him, nothing would have happened. Because when Mandara mountain went down also, he came as Kurma. Lordliness, Ishwarat, means whatever is needed, he can just by sankalpa matrena, by willing, it will be there for the welfare of others. So lordliness, how much of plenty and wealth and prosperity he must be having within himself, not even to gaze at Lakshmi. So Shri must be there with him. Jnana, knowledge. Say Jnana Swarupa is Bhagavan. What knowledge? All knowledge he has got. So Jnana Swarupa, Ramachandra, there is a beautiful song. You are an embodiment of knowledge. Veeratva, Ava Dairya Dinode Asurantaka. Any type of a Rakshasa can come, and with any boon. Some of the boons are so queer and unique, but Bhagavan knows how to handle all of them. We have seen some of the names of the Lord. Anybody who comes and stands in front of him, sure the Lord will conquer him, overpower him. So Veeratva, Kirti, Hari is Ananta, Hari Katha Ananta, Hari is glory Ananta. You know, this much glory that the Lord has got. Fame, glory. He says infinite Kirti, fame. So when all these things are there, dispassion never will be there. Such a person will never be a renunciate. Vairagya also is there with him. So all these factors, whoever has got in him, lordliness, Shri, Jnana, Veeratva, Vairagya and Yashas. Yasha, fame. Such a person is called Bhagavan. Lakshmi saw that all of them were with Vishnu, and therefore she silently went and put the mala around him. And the marriage between Lakshmi and Narayana took place. Anartha. One who is absolutely not lacking in anything at all. I mean, we can explain it out in both aspects. Saguna form also, beautiful stories are there. Nirguna also, Bhagavan, Paramatma, the nameless, the formless, the attributeless. He is the one from which everything has come out. Whatever beauty we are seeing everywhere around us and about us, small little aspects of beauty, if that itself arrests our attention, all of beauty put together and beyond that is his beauty, Sundara. Little wealth all of us have. Some of us have so much of wealth. Some have lots. We say, I can't even comprehend how wealthy that person is. All that wealth put together, of all human beings and of all the Rakshasas, of all of that put together, plus is his wealth. So both aspects very beautifully we can bring in over. Everything is there in him. All possibilities are there in him. So how can he be lacking in anything? He can't lack in anything at all. Anartha. mahākōśō. He is the one who is wrapped up or veiled from us. And not a small little tiny veil. Then we can easily pull it away. Take it off and then face him face to face, directly see him, comprehend him, apprehend him. Darshana is easy. Bhagavan is not so easy at all for us. He is actually veiled. Mahākōśō means sheets or wrappings around him. In the Upanishads, in the Viveka Chudamani, Shankara explains to us, there are 5 sheets around us. The outermost that we can see is the Annamaya Kosha, the food sheath, means the physical body. Why is it called Annamaya Kosha? It is made up of food. It was born with food. Even when we were in the mother's womb, the body of the baby grew because of the food she took. And then when we came out, when we were delivered, how did we become big, grow? Because of the food. And even now, what makes us survive, our body survive? The food that we take. Finally, when we quit the physical body will go back to the soil, it will become manure, it will become food for trees. So therefore, the physical body is called as Annamaya Kosha. Just behind is the physiological sheath, the vital air sheath, because of which we are able to receive from the world outside, respond to the world outside. The dynamism at all levels, gross and subtle, the vital air sheath. Then we have the mind sheath, mental sheath, manomaya. Then the intellectual sheath. Then the karana sharira, the causal body we say, it is called as Anandamaya Kosha, wherein all our characteristics and tendencies that with which we have been born are all over there secret. That because of which we are what we are. When we say, when we have our likes and we have our dislikes, what is it that makes us so unique from the other person? It's our characteristics. No two of us are the same. So that sheet. Behind all these five is Bhagavan. So mahākōśō is wrapped up actually, as it were, by all these five. And it's not easy for us to cut through them and reach out to him. Therefore, Bhagavan, even in the Gita, he says, all these five belong to the realm of Maya. So he says, my Maya is very difficult to cross over, Arjuna. It's difficult. It's my divine power. Why? mahākōśō. But one who invokes me with absolute surrender, sure, they will be able to experience me, is what the Lord says in the Bhagavad Gita verse. So all these kosha, therefore, he is wrapped up. As it were, he is wrapped up. He is not wrapped up, but then this is a way of telling us. So it's like 5 layers between us and between him. And we have to walk through them, or we have to transcend them. We have to rip off the sheets one by one to reach out to him. And that is not at all easy for us. Spiritual sadhana is not easy. So some say 3, some say 1. If ego gone, everything gone. So just 1. If we can rip off that ego, we are. The ego is the small I. That gone, capital I remains. Some say there are 3 bodies, Stula, Sukshma and Karana. Let's say 3 wrappings around us. Some say it is 5. All are the same. They made it easy for us to understand, that's all. So whether it is 3 or whether it is 5 or whether it is more than that, something is there which is preventing us from experiencing what we really are. That is called mahākōśō. 9 Navaratri. Just now Chaitra Vasanta Navaratri was over. Sharan Navaratri will come in October, September, that time. 9. And there we invoke the higher principle in the form of feminine, Devi. So what is there? She is there right at the center. Where is she? Within us. Why is it then we are not able to experience her or to see her? Because there are 9 avarnas. Avarna means like layers out there. She is covered. How many layers of covering are there? 9 layers are there. mahākōśō. So what should we do? One by one, every day we remove one, or we enter through that fort. One wrapping removed on day 1. Second day, day 2, another wrapping removed. So like that on the 9 days, if we do our sadhana properly, we will be able to transcend or go beyond all the 9 layers of matter, gross to subtle. Outside is the grossest, inside is the subtlest. And then once the 9th one also is removed, face to face we are with her. And not that face to face we are with her, we become her itself. So mahākōśō, one who is. So Bhagavan says, I am the koshas also, because he has already told us everything I am. So nothing is there apart from him. Therefore, we need his grace and blessings to transcend his own Maya. Everything is he. So mahākōśās are there, wrappings or sheets around me, he says, all of them are me, myself. So to remove them also we need his grace only. mahābhōgah, bhoga means enjoyment experiences. And enjoyment means always it's a state of happiness. The degree of happiness may be different, but we say I enjoyed. When we say I enjoyed, it means happiness only. Mahābhōgah, in and through all the enjoyments that we go through in our life, in and through all the happiness that we experience in our life, who is the one who is experiencing it all? He says, I alone am experiencing it through you. Adu again Purandaradasara writes, whatever I am seeing, such beautiful, beautiful things, very happy I am, all that is you only. So whenever we say I am happy, whenever we say I am enjoying this, whatever it can be something we are eating, I am enjoying it. I am enjoying the ice cream. I am feeling very, very happy. When we say, who is the one who is really happy? Is it the small I or is it the capital I? Bhagavan says, in and through all your enjoyment, in and through all your happiness, I alone am the one who is enjoying through you. That is why the Krishnarpana Buddhi must come to us. So I am not the one who is the Bhokta, the enjoyer. Then who is it? Bhagavan alone is the enjoyer. Why? Karta was he. He alone performed the activity. So when the enjoyment comes, when the happiness comes, it's his, it's not mine. And why did he do whatever he did? The Karta, because the willing and the wishing was there behind it. Chitta was there. It's not my will. It's all Paramatma will. To make us understand this and realize it, the Lord has these names over here. So Mahābhōgah. And finally, Satchit Anand. He is an embodiment of bliss, Ananda, which has got no opposite. Happiness has got its opposite, unhappiness. Sukha is there, Dukkha is there. Our type of happiness. But Bhagavan, when we realize, he is the one who is the only factor enjoyable, really enjoyable for all of us. Why? If we enjoy him, in the sense we experience him and become him, it is Ananda. And that Ananda is permanent. It doesn't increase, it doesn't decrease, it's always there. Will it be there for all times? It will be there for all times. It will never come and go. Like our happiness, it comes and goes. It will never come and go. The Lord is of the nature of Ananda itself, bliss itself. So Mahābhōgah, when we say enjoying, Mahābhōgah means that which we can enjoy and enjoy and enjoy. Quality wise, quantity wise, everything wise. So what is that which is really Mahābhōgah? That Ananda which he is. He is of the nature of, he is a personification of Ananda. He is an embodiment of Ananda. Ananda means happiness. Again, we can't use the word happiness because it's got its opposite called unhappiness. It is bliss. Bliss has got no opposite. When we say Ananda, there is no Ananda there at all. Opposite of Ananda is not there at all. So it's a one state, one without a second state, one which has got no opposite. Therefore, he is the only one who is of the nature of that which we should be enjoying in our lives. And if he becomes the enjoyable for all of us, that is the real Mahābhōgah for all of us. That's one aspect. The other aspect is he alone is the one who gives happiness to all of us, whatever we deserve in our life. Who gives the Mahābhōgah to us? Who gives happiness to us? Who gives us peace? Because peace and happiness go together. It is he only who gives to us. And also who enjoys. He alone enjoys it because it was his will and wishing. It was he who performed the activity using us as an instrument. And finally, he alone is the one who has got all the authority to enjoy the fruits of the karma, the activities. Why? Because he is the one who performed. So in so many ways we can explain out this Mahābhōgah. The last nama of the Lord, mahādhanaḥ, we've already seen arthaha. It's the same as that. Dhana means wealth. We've seen all assets are wealth only. Mahādhanaḥ, one who has got he is the richest person. In the sense, he never lacks anything at all. And he doesn't lack anything, therefore he can give to us everything that we want in our lives. Mahādhanaḥ, he is the one who has got all wealth. Wealth doesn't mean, like I said, only assets. Health is wealth, so happiness is wealth, peace of mind is wealth, Shanti, Shanta Lakshmi. Everything is wealth, and who can give it to us? He alone can give it to us. The 47th shloka, we will take it up in the next class.